This is Into Math 3rd grade, lesson 8.3. Use multiplication and division to solve problem situations. I can represent and solve problems using multiplication and division and unknown numbers. Please gather your workbook and a pencil and turn to page 221. You can pause as needed. We will start under Step It Out Part 1. At ABC Sports Camp, Coach Hall places 35 players on 5 equal teams. How many players are on each team? Let's start with part A. Write the numbers you know. Use N for the unknown number. So our total amount of players, we were told, is 35 players. So we can write 35 here. Then the next part asks the number of equal teams, which we are told was 5 equal teams. So we can write 5 here. And the number of players on each team is our unknown. That's where they're asking us to find out how many players are on each team. So we can write the unknown with the letter N. Now let's look at part B. You can use a bar model and write a multiplication equation to represent the problem. Use N for the unknown number. So here we have a bar model that's showing what the information we know, which is there are 35 players, that's the total. And we know that there are 5 equal teams, so they made 5 equal boxes. And what we don't know is the unknown, which is the number inside the box. So if you'd like to pause and try to write the multiplication equation on your own, you may do so. And otherwise, when you come back, you can follow along to find that there are 5 boxes, and each box has N, our unknown number, and the total is going to be 35. Now let's take a look at part C. What amount is N equal to? N equals, and then they give this little hint over here that says, think 5 times what number makes 35. So you could also count by 5s until you get to 35 as well. So you can pause and think about that for a second and come back. Or when you come back, you will follow along with me to find that we would count 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and that would be 5 7 times. So part D, there are 7 players on each team. Let's take a look at the next page, page 222, under Step It Out Part 2. At another sports camp, each team uses 6 basketballs for practice. If 48 basketballs are used, how many teams are there? Let's look at part A. Write the numbers you know. Use T for the unknown number. Then complete the bar model. All right, and this is our bar model here underneath the basketball. This is what we're going to complete. So let's write the numbers we know. The total number of basketballs was given to us in the word problem, and that was 48. So we have 48 basketballs. And then the number of teams is what we're looking for. How many teams are there? We don't know. And so they ask us to use T for that unknown. So we're going to write T here. And then they ask, what is the number of basketballs? And that was given to us in the word problem, and that was 6. So we have 48 basketballs, an unknown number of teams, and 6 basketballs per team. Using this information, let's complete the bar graph. So we know that there are 48 basketballs. We don't know the amount of teams, so we will put a T here for teams. And we know that each team will have 6 basketballs per team. Let's take a look at part B. You can use a bar model and write a division equation to represent the problem. Use T for the unknown number. So if you would like to try this on your own, you may push pause and come back, or you can follow along with me. So we have a number here divided by T, our unknown number, would give us an answer. And so we know that we are breaking 48 basketballs. So we will put that here as our dividend. And we're going to divide it into T teams, but we don't know what that is. And that's going to give us the answer of 6 because there are 6 basketballs per team. Part C asks, what amount is T equal to? And we are going to answer T equals. So they do give us a little hint here. They say, think 48 divided by what equals 6. And again, you can count by 6s until you get to 48 and find out the number of times to do that. So if you want to pause and try that on your own, you can. And when you come back, you will find that there are 8 6s needed to make 48. And so we can answer that there are 8 basketball teams. As a reminder, you can always go back and rewatch this video at any time, and you can pause along the way as needed.